and that is the reason they are happy, because Robin Smith picking up that gap, sweeping off the front foot, having a flat bat and bisecting the field, and Salim Malik failing to stop that.
Again dragged on to the leg side, and that brings up a 50 for the England captain, Michael Atherton.
Start, and that must be very pleasing for them.
4 more. Yet another boundary for England. 134 without loss at the halfway point. That's found the gap on the offside. That'll be 4 more.
That was a magnificent shot. Atherton waited for that delivery, and he let it drop, and there we will see slower ball from Salim Malik, and Atherton picking up the spot to perfection. Not only he hit it well, but he also placed it perfectly.
Plenty of batting to come for England, and a better balanced bowling attack. That's lofted in the air. Waka's there, and he's taken it. At last, something for this huge Karachi crowd to get excited about. Robin Smith, hampered by that calf injury, goes. The first England wicket down with a score on 147, and a magnificent little innings comes to an end.
And Waka Yunus making no mistake, and something Pakistanis were waiting for, not only the team in the middle but also the supporters.
147 for 1. Graham Hick's first ball, and he's on his way. Atherton on 63, and the 150 up for England in the 30th over. And Hick goes. Completely tricked by Sohail. He came down the track, but wasn't to the pitch of the ball, and Rashid Latif had those bails off in a flash.
Good work by Rashid Latif there, and that's the end of Graham Hick. 151 for 2.
The Surrey left-hander Graham Thorpe in at number 4 for England, replacing Graham Hick.
Oops, so they go. Well, it was much too close for that sort of stroke. And Mike Atherton's been fiddling around their off stump throughout this World Cup, and that's a bad blow for England, a fine blow for Pakistan. 156 for 3.
Well, it's a great fight back by Pakistan. 3 quick wickets. It just changed the complexion of the game a little bit. 156 for 3.
Neil Fairbrother, the new batsman. Really a marvellous start for England's being dissipated here. Oh, well, tension, and Thorpe ends up diving flat out for his crease. Superb fielding by Pakistan. Thorpe looks up quizzically at his partner at the other end.
He seemed to take a long time to turn round. Got sort of down there, and then you see he had to put the brakes on. Direct hit might have made it tight.
Greatly experienced cricketer, Salim Malik. Well, he floated that one too far, and Thorpe knew what to do with it.
Well, it really is a mixture of floaters. That was a bit of floating rubbish, I think, that got dispatched for 4. Full toss and just smacked over the field.
Aamer Sohail, the bowler. Oh, unbelievable. A great yell, a direct hit. They go for another one. I don't believe it. Well, he hit the ball about a dozen yards. They got 2 runs.
Well, I did say this is the sort of game that Neil Fairbrother likes to play. He will chip it, push and run, and they'll get the fielders coming in closer and closer. Batsman was home.
Very finely deflected. And a cheer for the race around the boundary. Javed Miandad rolling back the years. Well, that's what they think. Even this will get a cheer, and he ambled in, picked up and returned. It's a bit of a test, actually, to be a very senior player. Behind him, he is a very senior player, and be put in charge of a boundary and a very quick outfield. Hit a one-day international. That's a cracking shot. It was a great shot because it was well placed.
Yes, he didn't try to hit that too hard. He'd obviously looked around and picked the area where there was no fielder, so he just chips it over. Doesn't try to hit it for 6, just cleanly hits it into the space. Very clever cricket that from Neil Fairbrother. There's another, right in the gap. Top shot that. The ball coming into these left-handers, much easier to hit it with the spin to the leg side. Sohail was much more comfortable bowling at the right-handers. And now life's not quite so easy for him.
Down the wicket comes Fairbrother, and he's out, caught at mid-wicket. And England have lost another wicket.
Neil Fairbrother goes, trying to chip the ball on the onside. Dismissed for 14. Down the track to Mushtaq, just trying to chip it over the infield, but he found the fielder there. .194 for 4 now, England.
And he's gone, caught and bowled by Mushtaq. Straight back to the bowler.
Well, Jack Russell never looked at home against the leg spinner, and he's picked up his wicket. A very soft dismissal, just gently lobbing the ball back to the bowler. Again, he hasn't picked the turn, looking to play it on the offside, only getting it as far as Mushtaq Ahmed. England 5 down now for 204. He's a real competitor, Dermot Reeve, captains Warwickshire County Cricket Club, the most successful county in England over the last 2 years.
Plays it square up the wicket, a bit of hesitation, and there's the throw at the bowler's end, but Reeve is home. It went over the stumps, and it'll be interesting to see the replay there.
There's been quite a lot of hesitancy about England's running between the wickets, and it's Reeve that time that would have been long gone had the ball hit the stumps.
And bowled him. He's gone. Dermot Reeve bowled by Mushtaq, and England have lost another wicket.
Reeve completely deceived by Mushtaq. The Pakistan leg spinner coming back really well in this spell of bowling. Reeve bowled through the gate, neck and crop. He's gone. England have lost 6 now for 212. He was completely deceived by the googly from Mushtaq. Bowls him through the gate.
So 15 extras in that total of 212. going to be Waqar Younis to bowl. Inside edge, it's running down to fine leg. Miadad will not cut it off. 4 runs.
Well, no justice at all for Waqar Younis. He's bowling these thunderbolt Yorkers at the England batsman, and so far getting no reward for them. And just going past leg stump, well pitched up again, and Thorpe picking up a very fortuitous 4.
Dominic Cork, the batsman. There's an appeal for LBW, and he's out! The 7th wicket is down, 2-1, 7 for 7, and the crowd are on their feet. Pakistan back in this game.
And at last the toe crusher works for Waqar Younis. Dominic Cork just indicating what the ball did, reverse swing, hitting him on the toe in front of leg stump. Umpire Kure thinking that would have gone on to hit the wicket. Dominic Cork goes without troubling the scorers. England 217 for 7.
Darren Gough, the new batsman in.
Great shot. Well, that's more like Darren Gough and more like the Yorkshireman I know and love.
Well, he's a very cocky individual and he has some talent batting. Just recently we haven't seen it very much. So he's just a bit short, is that, in my view. Waqar's got to pitch it right up there. He could bowl those Yorkers if he wants. That would give Darren Gough a bit of a problem, but he's hit that on length. Super short over extra cover. He's got a pretty good eye.
That's a superb shot. That's a brilliant shot. It leaks away, but doesn't quite make the boundary. He played it there, on the up.
Well, I did say that's his favourite area, inside out, over extra cover. And if you give him length balls, he'll play it. He's really good at playing this shot. I think it's just poor bowling from Waqar. I really don't think you give tail-enders, dangerous tail-enders like Darren Gough, length. Because if it's their day, they're going to smack you over the top.
A lot of talk earlier on about England getting 300. 250 would be a very happy landing spot here. Well bowled, beautifully bowled, well up, a little bit of swing, but well played, Darren Gough.
Yes, I think Darren Gough played a nice little innings there, helping Graham Thorpe push that score along after England had lost away. But Wasim Akram's used his experience here, got it right up. It pitched and left him, but it was the fact that it was a length, it was right up there.
Graham Thorpe is on strike, and he is 49 not out. Very important innings. It might turn out to be extremely important. And it's 50 for Thorpe. He'd love to have got 2, but he's held it together. I think he's played with great good sense. Good clip, Saeed Anwar. He's fielded wonderfully well. He can't possibly get home. Well, I was prepared to give that out from where I was, but you never know.
Well, Peter Martin never really looked. He just ran the first run and already decided he was going to come back for 2. Just put his head down and went. Never really looked to see whether the fielder had got the ball in his hands. He just turned and ran, and I think he's struggling a little bit here. It was a nice throw, went to the top of the stumps, but pretty good. I think he's struggling.
I think he is struggling. But he never looked in at any stage, I must be honest. And listen to the roar. My word, I think they've got W.G. Grace out for the first time in his life. Last ball. Well bowled. They bowl really well, Pakistan, and England have not been able to clobber the fours. They picked up the singles. 50 overs completed, 249 the score, 9 wickets down. England always planned that Atherton should bat right the way through, and if not Atherton, then Graham Thorpe, and so much of the plan held together. And the opening partnership of 147 between Smith and Atherton, surely a good sign for the future in this tournament. But the middle order collapsed, a bit of a resuscitation towards the end, 249 for 9 off 50. I think England will feel slightly disappointed by that. It's tough work for the Pakistan bowlers at the start. Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis found England in good form, but the big job was done by Mushtaq Ahmed and Aamer Sohail in the middle, the slower bowlers. So Pakistan now require 250 to win the match at a rate of 5 and over.